Punch Needle friends, this is Tina Frazier coming to you from Columbus, Ohio. Today is Super Bowl Sunday here in the United States. Sunday, February 12th at approximately 3:45 p.m. Eastern Time. Super Bowl has not yet started today, but I am not really a football fan, so I am really not going to be watching. The only thing that I'm going to be doing is kind of keeping tabs up on the Super Bowl game, because I am in a couple of cross-stitching type of challenges where I kind of maybe have to see who's leading at a specific point in time, like at the end of every quarter. It will kind of help determine on which piece I stitch. I am in a hashtag Stitch the Super Bowl Sunday with a friend of mine here on YouTube. Her name is Kelly. Her channel is Don't Run with Scissors. And she is doing a hashtag Stitch the Super Bowl Sunday today. And she has designated 2 of her whips, 1 for each of the teams. And depending on which team is ahead at which point during the game, she will stitch on that project. And then during halftime, her and I are working on another sampler by Silver Creek Samplers called Sing a Sampler Series Do Re Mi. And it's based off of the song from The Sound of Music. And every Sunday we stitch on that. So during halftime and the opening ceremonies and the national anthem and whatnot, she will be stitching on that. And I will be stitching on that as well today since it's Sunday. But I'm coming to you today with a punch needle kind of haul update and just to share with you some stuff. So late last night, I decided to get started on my first punch needle project. I recorded a bit of a video on my tablet. I don't know how good the video is going to be, but it was about an hour long of my tracing the pattern from Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine that I was going to do onto my fabric, putting my fabric in the hoop, sorting through the first floss color that I was going to use. It was DMC, so I was taking the skein and pulling my threads out and getting it ready to punch and actually punching a little bit of my stuff. I wanted to do a kind of here's how I get started video for you, but I don't know exactly the quality of the tablet video that I took last night because I don't know if I was completely in frame. I've got to figure out a way to not show you the pattern because it is a paid pattern. You have to have the Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine or buy it from the designer. And I've been inquiring on different Facebook groups about the requirements for the copyright kind of requirements for not showing patterns that you purchase in cross-stitch Facebook groups and whatnot, and also in FlossTube channels where people talk about cross-stitch. You are not really supposed to divulge or share any of the cross-stitch patterns because people can, you know, copy them without paying for them and giving the designers their due monies for their designs. So I've got to figure out a way how I could, if I happen to show the whole pattern, how I could pixelate it out or blur it out. So I am not giving any information away that some people can get for free that they really shouldn't be. But anyway, so I'm coming to you today with a little bit of an update, talk to you a little bit about the video that I'm hoping may work. I don't know if it'll be enough to kind of show you my first foray into punch needle, but I'm coming to you today with more of a stash haul because my mom and I went to my local needle workshop here in Columbus, Cross My Heart. They mostly deal with cross-stitch supplies, fabrics, patterns, and whatnot, but they also do punch needle. And I've known they've had punch needle stuff for a while. They don't have a whole lot of stuff. They do carry a lot of flosses and stuff because they sell cross-stitch. But the owner, Jenny, she's really into punch needle as well. She hasn't done it in a little while just because, you know, life and being busy and whatnot. But I went into their store today. They were open on Sunday. It's the only Sunday in the year they're open for Super Bowl Sunday. They have a big sale. And they had a bunch of stuff in their back room that was 50% off. And I happened to go through a couple of their bins and they had some punch needle things 50% off. So I picked up about 4 or 5 different punch needle things for half off. So I kind of wanted to show you that today before I get going. So let me go ahead and get into that for you. So as I said, I picked up a few punch needle things to show you. So these are 1, 2, 3. Oh, so I picked up 6 punch needle things to show you. I put them kind of in order for either whether they're non-seasonal, non-seasonal or in season. So the first one I'm going to show you is by Myrtle Grace Motifs. This is the Hitch and a Ride little piece. These are all but one of the ones that I got today come with the pre-printed fabric. They all come with the fabric, the weaver's cloth, but all but one of them are pre-printed. This one I believe is pre-printed. This one is stitched in or punched with All Weeks Dye Works. So I'm gonna have to go through and see, but I picked up a lot of these because they were half off. That's what the red dot means over here. They were half off. But this is Myrtle Grace Designs, Myrtle Grace Motifs. You can probably find this on Etsy. This is, I think, her in one of her Altoid tin series, and it's basically Mama Roo and Baby Roo. And you can see down here it's for punch needle, but it does come with the pre-printed fabric, and these are all quite small actually, which is what I was looking for. These are all going to fit in my 7-inch Morgan hoop. But so this one is one of the ones that is not pre-printed on the thing, but it did come with a piece of white weaver's cloth, and this piece of weaver's cloth will fit in a 7-inch Morgan hoop. So all of these I did check with my Morgan hoops. These will all fit in the 7-inch Morgan hoops. So I'm not going to be able to show you the designs or the fabrics in the other ones because the designs are printed onto the fabric. So this one is Hitch and a Ride. The next one I picked up, this is an Easter one. It is by Twisted Threads, designs by Ruth Sparrow Gendron. Ruth Sparrow is a well-known cross-stitch designer, and this one is called Easter Montage for Punch Needle. Includes pre-printed fabric and all instructions, and approximate finished design is 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. This one's really cute. It didn't come with the buttons that are on it. It looks like there are 7 buttons that are on it, but this is really cute. It's an Easter bunny and an Easter egg and a carrot with the word Easter. This will be pretty fun to stitch up. And this is kind of designed with Weeks Dye Works colors as well. And Jabco Buttons, just another button company. Easter Montage Button Pack. I'll have to see if I can get that. This is using CTR punch needle, 1 strand, 3 strand, or 6 strand, and a 5 or 6 inch hoop. I'm just doing this in my 7-inch hoop with my Ultra Punch needle because I can swap out the needles for the different strands. So the instructions will tell you. But this is a real tiny chart. The next, this was all of these were half off. So the next one I got that was half off was by Piccadilly. Red, white, and O. So this is punch needle embroidery. The approximate size is 3.5 by 4 inches. Pre-printed design and pattern included. This is by a company called Piccadilly. I'm not really familiar with these punch needle companies that only do punch needle, but this was really cute. This is a patriotic cupcake. I don't have very many patriotic designs, cross stitch or punch needle, but this comes with the pre-printed fabric. Again, this one is 3.5 by 4 inches. I'm looking for little punch needle patterns that go really quick because I'm just learning punch needle, and you know, I have a little dough bowl that I'm going to be making like pillows and stuff to sit in my dough bowls. So hopefully these will go really quick. So there's the patriotic cupcake. This one is called Red, White, and O. The next one is Lizzie Kate. This one is called Spooky Stack by Lizzie Kate, and it comes with a little button. So this is the Spooky Stack by Lizzie Kate, and it comes with a little star button. You can see that goes on the pumpkin right there. But there is a pumpkin and a witch hat and a candy corn and a crow, and then just some background motifs. It's a little confusing. It'll confuse me a little bit when I looked at it. I didn't see the witch's hat initially. I saw the candy corn and the pumpkin, but I didn't see the witch's hat initially. And I could kind of see the crow too. The background kind of, I don't know, kind of confused me a little bit. But this is also pre-printed fabric. This calls for Weeks Dye Works, but it also has DMC and anchor conversions in it. This uses a 3-strand punch needle, 7-inch embroidery hoop, small sharp scissors. And it also calls for Gentle Art sampler threads as well. So, or you can substitute the DMC and anchor for it. This is a Lizzie Kate, and it is spooky. Again, all of these were half off. So I also picked up another Myrtle Grace Motifs punch needle pattern set. And there's 2 of them in here. These are really tiny. These are only about like, I don't know, 1.5 inches by, oh, they're 2.25, 2.25 by 2 3/4 finished size each. So they're really tiny. This is Winter Wingdings 2. I got the bear and the reindeer. Just some interesting Christmassy type stuff. This one is charted for DMCs. It says the entire project is punched with 3 strands of floss. Punch each ornament fully before cutting them apart. Use included photo for color placement. Each side of project was glued back, then project glued onto pieces of felt. Scrapbooking brads were used to attach hangers. Whew. So there you go. So it Winter Wingdings finished size 2.25 by 2 3/4. And there you go. So Winter Wingdings. I have a polar bear and a reindeer. And then this last one is also another Lizzie Kate one. This is called Tall Tree for Punch Needle. These are really cute. Again, I can't show you the pieces of fabric because the fabric already has the patterns punched onto them. But this was a kit, a half-price kit that I got. This one is charted for Gentle Arts in Weeks with the DMC and anchor conversions. This one is 3-strand punch. This also gives information for the frames and everything that they use. So, these are my newest punch needle acquisitions. Picadillo, Easter Montage, and Myrtle Grace motifs. So I'm looking forward to doing some more punch needle. So as I stated last night, I kind of started a video, and I am working on a piece from the Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine. I'm working on started a piece from the 2020 spring issue of Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine. It's this one here. It's actually the little heart and key that's shown on the front cover. Let me switch this out and then get down to the page so you can see it kind of more up close. Here we go. All right, so the pattern that I'm working on is called Guard Your Heart. This is designed by Rose Clay of 3 Sheep Studio. You can probably find it on 3sheepstudio.com. Since this magazine was published in 2020, I'm guessing that this design is now available for purchase separately. So you can either get the Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine to get it. But anyway, so about 1 o'clock in the morning last night, I got started in it. I have it in my Morgan 7-inch and 10-inch lap stand. Let me go ahead and get rid of that for you. And as you can see, I got part of the heart done. So I'm not going to show you this other side of the fabric very briefly, maybe, so you can see I do have the design on there. I'm not going to show you the rest of it, but anyway, this is the back, or the front rather, of that. I have done this using a my punch needle on it too. But yes, I do have this on the small frame. It fits in here just nicely. I cut my piece of fabric down, used my light board. I have a light board for my diamond painting that helps with diamond painting. So I already had a light board that I was able to use to transfer the pattern to the weaver's cloth. And in the video, if I can manage to upload it in the video, you'll see that I taped the pattern down to the light board, taped the fabric down to the pattern, and I cut off a piece of the fabric that would be big enough to fit in a small hoop, and then I traced the pattern using my Faber-Castell tracing pen and started to punch. So this is my first foray into punch needle. This is using DMC 814. So if you look here, you can kind of get an idea of where I've started. So I've got the heart pretty much started on there. So I just kind of wanted to hop on here and show you just a real quick video of the of my first start into punch needling, and it's working. So it's working pretty well. I did waste some of my DMC floss last night because I found that I went a stretch on the side, I believe over here, where the loops weren't showing through the back because I was either pulling on it tightly or whatever, didn't realize it wasn't punching, and the thread wasn't staying hooked in the back. So I pulled this out I pulled the heart out about 3 times and had to kind of repunch the design a little bit. So I was doing it at 1 o'clock in the morning and I was kind of tired, didn't really have my magnification on my glasses upstairs that I use for stitching. And I think I was just a little too tired, but I think it came out well so far. I've got some more punching on it to do. I'm probably going to do that some during Super Bowl time today, and we'll show you probably some more progress. Again, I don't know if I'll be able to get the video uploaded of, you know, my first start into doing punch needle or not, because I don't know the quality of it. I may be able to just throw little snippets up here and there, but anyway, hopefully you'll have a good weekend, and hopefully I'll be able to get that done this week. It should go pretty fast, kind of now that I know what I'm doing. I've been watching a lot of punch needle tip videos, including from the Old Tattered Flag, Privies and Prims, Teresa Kogut, I think I said Vanna Pfeiffer, the Old Tattered Flag, and all kinds of other punch needle tips and tricks videos. I've been watching a lot of those on YouTube the last week or two, just to get some tips and tricks on kind of what to do and everything like that. But you know, a lot of the floss handling and everything is kind of old hat because I'm a cross stitcher, and yeah, so it's going to be kind of fun to kind of do this journey with you. So hopefully you will be more than willing to help, answer questions, give some feedback and whatnot as I foray into this world of punch needle. So that's all I have for you today. It's a kind of a quick little 20-minute video. Hopefully you'll like it and everything like that. I'm probably not going to be editing much of this video. I just want to kind of get it up so I can get upstairs and stitch and enjoy my Sunday afternoon. All right, that's all I have for you. My motto for my channel is keep your head up and keep moving forward. That's all we can do in this day and time. And take care, and we'll see you next time with another punch needle update. All right, take care, you guys. Talk to you soon.